Close that. Close that. Open that. Let's see, my own YouTube channel. I don't think there's any game I have that takes so long just to get to the title screen as Destiny. It seems Destiny Night does not have the thumbnail that I chose for it. Let's see it again, maybe I just searched it too soon. Oh, no, that is absolutely... That's absolutely not the thumbnail that I chose. I put a thumbnail on my YouTube stream that was supposed to be this really stupid thing of Drifter that I found. But apparently YouTube can't comprehend what it is. And so instead it's the thing from yesterday with Sea of Thieves. Like, I don't care, it's not a big deal. I don't think anybody's gonna really fucking care, it's not gonna make a difference, but... Hey. How's it going? Cutie patootie and you cold? No, it's fucking... It's hot here, all the time, every day. Got my Guardians of the Galaxy Warlock. I could actually bring that fashion back. I could bring sexy back to the Warlock class if I wanted to. Because now you can get all of your sunset stuff, put ornaments on everything. So if I really wanted to, I could play Warlock again and get all that stuff. Be the coolest looking Warlock out there. It's my Hunter, Yaha McGraw with the Dredgen title, and then my Crayon Eater. Gonna be playing on Hunter. I haven't been first in a while. I started college today. What are you going to college for? I'm interested. Let's see. I've also got like I've got a lot of people over tonight. The fuck was that? Oh, Clan XP. I guess they just completed the raid. I tell my family that I'm gonna be doing some, it's like, I tell people that I'm gonna be streaming, like, okay, I'm gonna be in here doing things online. They assume I'm playing with my friends, because I don't tell anyone that I do live streams or videos. I'm like, yeah, try not to be so loud. And the definition of not being loud is, alright, we're not gonna fire off our old yeehaw flintlock pistol, scream, a hoot and holler, but we're still gonna walk past your room and have a full-length conversation about the trout population. I'm on right now. I'm gonna become an electrochemical engineer. Jesus Christ. I was hoping to be like some simple dream that could be crushed, like I want to be a doctor, I want to be a dentist, something that's really easily crushed, you know? Electrochemical engineer, that seems specific. Alright. Yeah, I got this title here. If any of you don't play Destiny, you don't know what it means, it's really not that impressive. When you play Destiny, you get these little things called titles. And it's really just like a big badge on your back saying, I am a virgin. This isn't the worst one, this is the easy one to get. Almost everyone that plays the game currently has Dredgen, just because you can get it just from playing the game normally. But this is Gilded Dredgen, which means Super Virgin. You go through and you do all these things this season. It only lasts for the season. I got it just to spite the game mode. Because I love Drifter, he's one of my favorite video game characters, but his game mode needs some work. It's never going to get it because Bungie has forgotten the PvP and PvPvE. But whatever. Monkey fart. Oh, there, watch the language. This is supposed to be a safe place for all of us non-cursors. Hentai, man, that must be Jordan. Vex Mythoclass, that's Dimma. Dimma's got like this weird, like... So my friend Dimma, he has notoriously bad RNG in these types of games. He just cannot unlock anything. And he's got like this weird shaman ritual going on for the Vex Mythoclast. In hopes of getting it this week. That's frantic, you guys know who he is. But that's why there's a Vex Mythoclast. Now Hentai Man, that's just Jordan being honest. That's him, that's what defines him. Focus on voltaic cells, solar panels, and batteries. We need more efficient energy for the future. We might. I'm kind of hoping that it's just like we get into just this all-out war. I'm thinking that'd be pretty fun. Except I don't want it with the current weapons we have, because that's not exciting, just bombing one another. I want some crazy futuristic shit. I don't really know what. Maybe like firing missiles that contain Terminators at one another. I think that'd be the best move forward. Hopefully by that time there are a few people colonizing Mars that can like pick up the torch and carry on, but I think that'd be pretty sick. My video game idea for real life. What is it? Oh yeah. The only reason I'm on this game, because I'm not doing any raids, and my light actually goes up higher than fucking that, so I can have a pretty high light level if I want. So I don't really need to grind anything anymore. But I am going to keep doing the seasons story mode, so I gotta go here. Thanks, I don't want my world to be ash. It's inevitable no matter what you do. It's gonna happen. There's like some alien race is gonna be flying by. They're gonna somehow tune into something weird on Pornhub or maybe log into DeviantArt by accident, and they're gonna see the just depths humanity can fall to, and they're gonna say, "No, nuh-uh, not my universe." It's only a matter of time for the aliens discover the sonotube porn, and that's when everything hits the fan. What was I doing last time? I must have been doing Crucible with Frantic. To get all these shit tier Ingrams. I mean, they're 310s, so... I need to clean out. I got this as a meme. I was playing something in Crucible with Midge. And pulled out Ariana's because I thought it'd be funny to one-tap people with him. And it was. It's good. Like, I'm glad I got these, but they're not... Yeah, I don't need them. Not right now. Power weapons, no. I physically can't carry any more kinetics. I need to finish this thing's catalyst so I can throw it in the vault. This thing... I need to put into something else. The reason I have bygones on is because I use this to spite other people in the PvP. Unlike all these people that come in with their really exclusive raid exotics, their high-end stuff they really grinded for to get a good roll. And I just ace them with bygones because this is like my Excalibur. Need to take off Knucklehead Radar. I think I was keeping this for something. I'll probably remember what later. Don't need that. 309. Sounds like he's whispering, can barely hear him. The reason that is because I'll show you. Hold on. Let me pull up OBS. This is set to be more quiet because I've got family here. And so because I have family here, I have it turned down so you don't pick up, because I think they're going to watch Lord of the Rings. I think they're on Return of the King now. I think they're like binging over the course of a couple nights. I think they're going to be going, they've watched Fellowship and Two Towers, and I think they're going to watch Return of the King and then the Hobbit movies. And so I really don't like I really love the Charge of the Rohirrim. I don't like it in the background on my mic. Like, if I use that music in a video and I get copyright stricken, that's one thing, that's on me. But just a little faint strain of, you know, in the background, no. I don't think that deserves it. Good day, mate. Hello, survivor.
I have reached into its domain, but the Vex forces break my sight. I believe I am close, but I must focus.
He wants to seek for you through my nipples. Alright, I'm game. I don't need to hear any more of this dialogue. What am I gonna be doing? Oh, I've already done it. Great. You know, Mithrax talking all this hoodoo, voodoo type stuff, but it's all for nothing really because I've got a high C. He can't bring me down. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. Okay, I need, I don't think I'm gonna grab any bounties. I really don't give a shit about leveling. I just need to go do this and get a Conflux chest. No, 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 no. Woohoo. I tell you once more before I get off the floor, don't bring me down. Yeah. I think humanity are the cockroaches of the universe. For some reason I feel like we'll be fine. Maybe. I think I single-handedly would, like, completely repel an alien invasion all by myself. I would seduce them. Simple. Love is a universal language and I speak it. Like the Italians. Destiny, destiny, no escaping that from me. Hey Skiv, you ever shit yourself? I have, would you like to hear about it? I can remember the most, like, grandiose time I ever did it. And I also remember just having little diarrhea squirts in my diaper when I was a kid, but there was one time in particular when I was an adult when I really, really pooped the bed. You can't escape destiny. Oh, after this is over, I'm gonna go back to the regular tower. I mean, if any of you actually know anything about the Destiny lore. You haven't played this week, there's some crazy stuff going on in the tower right now. Well, crazy by Destiny standards, I guess. I was hoping to kill one of my teammates with that. I need to stop reloading. The Hawk Moon, if any of you don't play this, is a kind of a unique weapon. Well, not really unique. But it has a special thing where if you get a bunch of these crit shots, and if you're just popping headshots back to back, and you get enough of them at once, you get basically just a really, really powerful silver bullet that you fire. I haven't played a legitimate shooter in, like, in quite a while. I've been playing Sea of Thieves. Ooh. Sea of Thieves is as much of an FPS as Dark Souls is a MOBA. Yeah, my accuracy is all over the place. I'm not gonna impress any of the gamer girls with this type of piss poor performance. Oh, I missed a single shot. There it is. You guys probably couldn't hear it because the game audio is not going to be loud enough, but there was like this really cool, like, bald eagle scree. That's what lets you know that you got it. Ooh, 76,000 damage on one shot. It's really satisfying when you do that without meaning to. I should probably help these nincompoops do this. Most people that do this override stuff are either too lazy or too smooth-brained to just jump up and hit a button. Ooh. Let's see. Whoa. I completely lost motor control of myself there for a second. I was trying to move my phone and also realized I was playing a video game. Love is universal language and I am deaf. Ooh. Just confettied that poor thing. Must be a terrible fate, like to train as a space alien and get just confettied by some monkey with a shotgun. That's of course I want to hear it. The grandiose tale. Hey Skid. Hey Isaac. Alright. This gambit without invasions. I'm doing this for the story. I really don't care very much about leveling, so I really don't have anything to do but the story mode. By story mode I just mean the weekly mission. It's like the game couldn't decide what wanted to spawn up here. Alright, so the grandiose tale of when I shit my pants. If any of you were just joining, I was asked if I'd ever shit my pants a second ago. And so now I'm gonna tell that tale. A couple years ago, probably a lot of years ago now, probably like 8 or 9 years, back when I was in my mid-teens, I was out riding dirt bikes with one of my neighbors. It wasn't my dirt bike, it was his. And we were back through the woods, and I really had to take a shit. And I thought that I could make it. I was like, you know, it doesn't really feel like it's that bad. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be some hot, like, soupy mess, you know. It seems pretty solid. I think I can hold this. So I tried to. And I was doing a really good job. We were going up and down these jumps, because it was a trail that went back through the woods. Going up and down, like, ATV Off-Road Fury 2. Just trying to see what spawns here. There we go. Just, you're really going up and down off of jumps. And there was one particular jump that surprised me. I completely forgot it was there. And when I came down, the bike stopped, my body stopped, but the feces inside me did not. And so it went out of me and then got impact driven into my crotch. And yeah. I didn't, like, whenever I looked down, because my buddy kept riding ahead, he didn't realize that I had just made fudge. And so he kept on going, so I kind of like took a look back to see what the damage was. And it looked like how you would imagine the Thing from the Fantastic Four's crotch would look like. It was just this impacted, dry fecal matter. And, of course, I couldn't tell him about it, so I had to... This Titan just blocked my paracausal shot, my big silver bullet with his shield. I'm gonna use this. And so I went back, and I had a really just degrading experience in the bathroom trying to pick that stuff off of me. Like I said, it was kind of like imagine what it's like to have a brick wall, like a brick foundation formed around you, around your body, and that's what it was like removing it off of me. So that was probably the most grandiose tale, was when I butt-busted my dirt bike and, you know, made some fudge monkeys. Looks like he's going up there. Game picked that up. Ooh. See if he makes it. I bet he doesn't. Oh, who could have guessed? It's like I'm having premonitions. I even see the guy's ghost. I think he's permanently dead. Alright, let's see if he makes it. Well, ooh, come on. Let's see it. Let's see the skill. I don't even know how this guy just died. I think a heart attack. I think the pressure got to him. Let's see it. Alright, come on, he's dressed like a rebel on Hoth. I don't think he's gonna make it. Oh. Come on, Dad. You got this? You made it? Call my dad a pistol. I'll be a son of a gun. He made it. I never do these, I just kind of watch everyone else, wait for them to get to the end. I'm in no rush. Oh, someone else died. I might actually have to go through the tunnel myself, because these people don't know how to do it. Oh, someone made it. So I'm talking to this girl from England, but I don't know there's also a boy who wants my meat stick, but yeah. It's mostly just a waste of time. I wouldn't recommend it. Especially long distance stuff. Doesn't work out, I know from experience. I know everyone says that, but it really doesn't. It might for a while, but at the end of the day, it's hard on both sides. Can't recommend. I'll try and get this guy. Ooh. Might be able to just one-shot this thing. I would have if I hadn't fallen down. Come on. As far as relationships go, I just wait till you're older. I wouldn't worry about focus on you, what you want to do, get happy by yourself, and then have someone else to add on to that joy. I wouldn't even worry about it. If something good comes along, great. I wouldn't try to push it. But just because I've had bad experiences with romance doesn't mean that you will, so... I'm just an old curmudgeoned video gamer, I wouldn't worry about me. That's actually a word I got used against me, curmudgeon. A guy in Sea of Thieves used that to describe me, because I sank him, I tricked him, I did like this really cool spinny trick with my pistol, and my yeehaw know-how, like, intrigued the guy. He just couldn't believe I was doing CSGO knife tricks with a gun in Sea of Thieves, blew his mind. And I did the gun trick, and I killed him, and he had been talking to me for a minute. He called me a curmudgeoned old sailor. And I'm not afraid to admit, like, I know a lot of big words, but I had no idea, not even an inkling of what curmudgeoned meant. I was embarrassed I had to look it up. Because I'm normally a walking thesaurus. Very rare breed of dinosaur. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this thing with the nuts. Give the dick and the balls. Ooh, this fucking robotic T-Rex is on me. Never mind. Where's... I don't know what these guys are doing. Spoilers, Osiris is sleeping with Saint 14. I know. There's more spoilers for this season's story involving Osiris, but yeah, that might come as a shock to some people. Oh, you wanna punch me? Have a rocket. First shit by gravity story I've heard. I online dated my wife for 4 years. It's hard, but it can work. I know, anytime I talk about it being hard or difficult, Mike comes out with his 1 in a million success story. It's like I said though, it's the same thing with Michael's thing. Just because stuff that I do didn't work out and Michael's did doesn't mean that yours won't. Everyone's experience is a little bit different. That's done. Oh, it was a flawless run, I didn't die. Let's get this lore.
The light is the key to victory.
Guess you're using Felwitcher's line. I hate you now. If it makes you feel better, I don't use it in PvP. It's just a solar shotgun that I have that looks pretty cool. If I'm using a Shoddy and Crucible, I'm probably using this bad boy right here. Which I don't think you're gonna find that any better. Most people I kill with this hate me even more than if it was Felwinter's. The romantic Jesus, Michael. I know. The sexual enigma that is Michael Jordan. Oop. Yeah, I got better boots than that. I don't need those. Need to get rid of some of these vests, though. Damn. I really don't even know why I'm keeping this, but there was a reason. Yeah, I use the chaperone. I use it specifically with this skin because it gives it a really good sight. And it's kind of BS. If you can land headshots with this thing at like 15 feet, it's really, really good. The chaperone in the right hands is a terrifying weapon to go up against. I'm not the best with it, but sometimes I slap pretty hard. I'd say persistence is key. You force them to love you at gunpoint. Exactly. That was like with me and my ex. Whenever I went to see her, every time at gunpoint I threatened, if you leave me, we both die. And it worked out good for about 3 years. But finally, she stopped having fear of death. It's the complete X-Bunch. Alright, I hate doing these, but alright. Before we go there though, I'm gonna go to the tower. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like now. As far as the love talk goes, I really don't think it's for me. But good luck to you guys in the chat that tried to find somebody. I always hate turning chicks down because I'm such a cantankerous dick. Because I have a lot of really pretty, really nice chicks ask me if I'm dating anyone. I always tell them, I'm thinking about just starting to tell them yes to make it easier. But I tell them no because I don't like lying about it. And they asked if I want to go out, and I tell them no. And then they think it's something, let's see what this has. And they think it's, something about them. It's always about them. I'm like, no, you're a great person, I'm just a dick. As I'm not looking for nothing. But if anyone says they likes me, or anything like that, I think they want something from me. It's like, what's that one saying, life stinks, and anyone that says anything different is trying to sell you something. It's like, if anyone says they likes me outside my family, I think they're trying to get something. Although some chicks are pretty upfront about their stuff after the willy worm, they want nothing else. That's why I wanted to show all of you, though, these diarrhea squirts that are around the tower now. I think they should have done more with how they, like, look at this. These two people having a casual conversation about the trout population while the world is being eaten right here. I think Bungie should have, like, cleared out the NPCs or had them, like, looking at this stuff. Like, look at this. This guy, even Commander Zavala, he's got this giant blight right here. Evil incarnate, the void given manifestation. And it's just, yeah, not a big deal. It's right next to the plaque commemorating Cade. No big deal. And then over here, look at this. You can also stand on these and they don't hurt. Normally these hurt in missions, that's why I realized if anyone doesn't play this, they're gonna be like, well, why is the murder ball, why is it where you can stand on it? Yeah, normally this stuff stings, but apparently not. The weird thing, I think, let me pull up my warp drive here. Go down to the annex. Look at this. Now, this is the Drifter. Like, he's kind of the head honcho, the authority on the dark and stuff. Look at this. No taken blights. Like, he's got his giant little, like, fishbowl full of taken energy. But none. Like, the Vex stuff is still down here, like the simulation type stuff. But no blights. None down here with Ada, none by the Fallen encampments. There's not even any towards Hawthorne. It's all up towards the top of the tower. I'm like in the bowels of the tower right now. There's nothing. I guess that's a good thing though. The main thing that must be protected is the ramen shop. As long as this is kept safe, everything will be alright. That collect loot thing's a bug. I think that's from back when you could collect the ramen ticket here. Something that has long not been in the game. Don't think it's for you, Skid. You have that soothing voice, though. I don't talk very much in real life. Sometimes it surprises people how I sound. I talked a lot today. I met this, while I was out doing my driving. I ended up going way upstate today, making stops. I stopped in this little gas house. I messaged my friends and everything. And I was talking to this old trucker and we were exchanging stories. Because I almost got hit the other day. Some old guy had like a blood sugar spike or something. And veered into my lane. I got on the CB and yelled at him and he told me like, oh, I'm sorry man, I'm having a health crisis. I'm like, you know, if you're having a health crisis, you shouldn't be operating heavy machinery, but that's besides the point. And I talked to him, and I talked a lot. That was a very verbose conversation I had with that guy. I normally go the whole day only talking to like 3 people IRL, maybe 4 if I'm really feeling like a chatty Cathy. But, you know, there's diarrhea squirts all over the tower now. That's just the point I wanted to get across. But these are the last couple ones, or just these right here. None down towards the speaker's room or anything. I think it's weird. Maybe they'll spread like as the weeks go on. I also don't see any like beyond like that one. I looked at the city and I don't see any. Right off. And everyone's just ignoring them. Like they're not even here. Just another fact of life, I guess. Look at this dude. You guys are going? Yeah, let me bring you the report here. Seems we're gonna have to order some more cleaning supplies for the maintenance crews. What do you think about these blights? I don't really mind them that much. They don't really bother me. I don't know, maybe after seeing the almighty explode nearly hit this, maybe it just doesn't faze them anymore. The first time I loaded in and saw this, it was a little freaky though. Or exploding his load again. I think he's still floating around Saturn at the moment. If I'm not mistaken, this is Savathun. Dimma could tell you more, he's the lore master. I just shoot things. Alright, that's enough chit chat. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Can you eat the blight? I'd try to make some spaghetti. Let's see. Trucker stories. Yeah, well this guy has done a lot more than me. Like the most I've done is like Seattle to Key West type things, like from Miami to Philly. That's the most I've ever done. This guy's done like what we call West Coast turnarounds. That's when you pick up a load somewhere in like New York or something, drive all the way out to Vegas or somewhere, then turn around and come back with another one. So he had a lot more than me. Not so detailed environmental storytelling is still something. It's all fun games till taking hobgoblins with line rifles pop out. I'd run down the Drifter. Honestly, that's okay, Drifter. You've had like 3 years of people charging up the Gambit stuff. I think it's time we get on that ship and head to this other realm you've been talking up so much. I don't think Drifter's actually gonna leave. I think he's gonna have a change of heart of some kind. Like our Guardian makes him feel something, I don't know. I could see it. I can see them using Drifter as one of those sacrificial type things. Like, he's gonna run away and leave it all, but our Guardian inspires him to come back and not. Brother, I was gonna run, but because you played a lot of Gambit, I'm not gonna. Sometimes you gotta brother your brother. You feel me, brother? Gonna let me through? I don't know where to, I don't think I go that way. I think I'm gonna drop down again. Yeah. All of these are pretty similar. Why don't you do a haul halfway across the country or something? Because I like playing video games with my friends. That's really it. Even if my friends don't like me that much, I still enjoy their company quite a bit. Not getting to play games with the boys would be pretty rough. I need like a dog or something. I need something else to keep me going. Let's see. I look like Drifter now. I've got the big unkempt beard. I wear a bandana whenever I'm driving. Oh yeah, these things. I'll wait for one to pass. I think they only send one.
It appears the Vex would prefer you not to learn anything further at all. You'd better get moving.
I'm just gonna run through it. I'm gonna Leroy Jenkins this shit if I can. Nope! Oh, I'm probably dead. I'm absolutely dead. That's the end of this Guardian story. Because Gambit, it's a chance at salvation. Take it. Something. Why did I do that? I think I was reading chat and just smooth brained my way through. Alright, what am I supposed to do now? Let me actually pay attention here. Up here. Oh, I was jumping that way. Whoa! That's probably supposed to kill me. Made it.
The oppressive mind has ensconced itself behind a series of data barriers. Remove the barriers and destroy it. And you wonder if the Vex security here is so lacking. Because they never imagined you could reach this plane. Because they can't simulate. Fascinating.
Alright, I think I'm good to go. One of these days I'm gonna work up the courage to change my YouTube profile picture to Drifter. One day. That's like Toland. That's absolutely not Toland though. Digging the Drifter voice. Brother, Gambit's your salvation. Something. I like there used to be a shotgun called Python that had a really, oh, I just ran right through those. It had a really good, description. It was, if they let you get that close, they deserve it. Something like that. I do like when Drifter's character is so consistently all about Gambit. Like when Cade died, he pretty much is like, brother, everybody's got a bullet with their name on it. You, me, Cade. It's like, Yeah, I can't remember what else he says, but basically it's like, everybody's gotta die at some point, brother. So play some gambit. You know. He goes, so go out on your terms, with a gun in your hand and loot in your pocket. Only way to live. And if you need to blow off some steam, the derelict's always open. That's it. Just play Gambit. Oh, sorry your friend died. Play some Gambit. I think out of everyone that talks to you about Cade dying, Drifters is probably the most comforting. But at the same time, he is just telling you to play more Gambit. Shucks. Looks like Lord Shaxx got taken. How about you play some Gambit? Brother, I don't know how to tell you this, but Lord Shaxx, he's one of the prime evils. You don't stand a chance. Let's see. I know it's a minor bug, but it irritates me. You can see bullet casings flying out the sides of certain hand cannons. Yeah, I knew these are like little checkpoints. These things. I didn't know that my first time. I didn't really realize what these were. Can I throw it? That'd be nice. I'm just gonna punch him to death. I'm gonna pretend I'm a Titan for a moment. Alright, alright, alright. Cabal on the field. Something. I'm not Todd Habercorn by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see what we got today. Hive, bring a sword. Never. What do me and my friends always say? Let's see what we got today. Or, let's see what you'll be fighting today, Mavericks. Zavala, bring some tokens. I'd say Drifter is by far my favorite character from the game, but Zavala's behind him. It's just because Zavala's such a funny character. Gunning, I need you to save the galaxy. Bring me some more tokens. Might cause those kamikazes to blow their load. Alright, Mavericks. See what you'll be fighting today. Lord Shaxx, pray. Skid, hope you're doing well. I'm gaming. Wait a minute, what am I supposed to be doing? I think I'm going to retrieve another one of those, Codex Cube things. That's a solar shield. See what I think about that. Let me just ate my grenade. I'm blind. My guardian's been completely shut down. That'd be an effective way to get a guardian, is not to kill them, but just to blind them. It makes me wonder how Drifter got the scars on his face. Like, it would have to be from something like Thorn that really hurts guardians. Because you'd think that he would just end up dying and coming back at some point and healing. So I wonder what gave Drifter the scars on his face to make him look like a Naruto character. Oh, this is an overload hand cannon, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Hold on. I think I have something for that. I need to put this. Then, Easy. That's really not that slick of a change, though. Like, you switch to Dead Man's Tale and the whole game bends to your will. It doesn't really matter what the opponent is. Shax is a primeval.
Let's see what we got today. Cabal! Bring a fork. You ever had Cabal jerky, brother? Goes good with the side of Vex milk.
Oh crap. I have to tighten my way out of this one. I'd like to throw this just to get it out of my hands for a second. God damn, what just hit me? Love when Drifter and the girl with 3 eyes. Oh, Eris? Yeah.
Let me have it this once, 3 eyes. Once.
Yeah, something. I think she's like trying to nag at him for something. Destiny Loki has 10 out of 10 lore. Destiny's got some great lore. It takes a little bit to get into it, because some of it's not very obvious. I like Drifter and Eris's like dynamic, I guess is what you could call it. The fuck just did that? I guess I stood in the taking poop for too long. Alright. I did not know that was a suicider. Reopen the chat.
Let's see what we got today. Vanguard. Get that blueberry off my ship, Mavericks.
Yeah, Drifter is hungry fucker. Like, there's it seems, I think it's every single one, except maybe the Fallen. He has some kind of like recipe for them.
You ever had Vex milk with your coffee? Don't. Still can't get rid of the voices. Cabal meat's tough, but jerky. Makes good victuals when you're out in the frontier.
Something.
The Hive have that crunchy shell on the outside, but it got gooey inside.
Or something. I don't know. I want Drifter's cookbook. I think the Fallen, he says something like eat them like crabs, like something about Fallen Rangoon or something like that, I don't know. There's actually a lore page that came out pretty recently. Not a lore page, but it's lore on a gun. I think it's the SMG that you can get from Gambit right now. There's like a sort of like a confrontation between the Fallen and a bunch of the people in the city, and Drifter breaks it up. I think the Fallen get pissed off with Drifter and say that they would eat him if not for the Vanguard. Or Drifter like licks his lips and says something like,
if I know that you are allies, I'd get some tartar sauce and put it on that finger there.
or something. Got the crack shot. Their name is Moondust the Drifter. It's either 3 eyes or Moondust.
Gambit.
Oh, I just got fucking Chris Kyled by the Hobgoblin. I was hoping I'd be really slick and jump his missiles. Not the case. Drifter is just Asian Space Gordon Ramsay. I think if he's got some ambient dialogue in the tower, if you walk past him, he says something like,
Gotta stop taking Vex milk with my coffee.
something. I think I need to give the Drifter voice a rest though. It's gonna kill me. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna change my profile picture to Drifter because I don't really think Ornstein fits anymore. Which I only picked Ornstein because I was a Dark Souls channel and I thought I need something fitting. And now I just kind of have whatever the fuck I want to put on my channel, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, it's time to gamer that Hobgoblin. There's some weapons like Ariana's Vow that are just inherently anti-barrier just because they hit so fucking hard. Now why can't I do this to the ones in the tower? That's what I want to know. Not pushing me off. I wanted melee. I normally have the opposite problem. Normally I go to try and throw knives and I like auto track and melee the enemies. That was the opposite. What you got? Void shield probably? Yeah. It's John Wick reload 2 bullets at a time. That was a tough bitch. Let's see. Drifter doesn't swear though. Well, no one does in Destiny. Like, I think the way it works in Destiny is like, I think they get like one swear word that they can use because they're trying to keep a T rating, I think is what it is. I know in one of the strikes, Zavala says something like, "We'll send these fallen screaming back to hell," or something, and they get like one. They get one curse word they're allowed to use. I think in Forsaken it was, Ikora Ray got to say it. I think she called, Ultron a bastard or something. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta go to the little checkpoints along the way. Ouch. Oop. Haven't played since before Forsaken. Yeah, I'll show you a little bit. Right now I'm doing one of the story things. Since before Forsaken, that's been a long time ago. There's a new game mode called Gambit. It's not really new, it's actually had several iterations. I forgot to do the fucking checkpoint. I'm trying to read chat. I swear reading chat playing the game is harder than it looks, because I don't have it up on screen, I have to look down, and everything in the universe is trying to kill me. Everything's after my bits. Where's the... ah, crap. There's a transmog system now, there's Gambit. Jesus Christ. The way the stats and everything work are different. We're sided with the Fallen again, the House of Light. There's a new NPC called Drifter. There's a new subclass called Stasis. That's all about wielding the darkness, which basically gives you like great popsicle powers. Saint 14 is alive again. I'm trying to think of anything that they've added. I'm getting sick of those harpies. I don't even care if I lose the ball in here. I just wanted to get away from the harpies for just like 3 seconds. That's all I wanted. There's a lot of like, the things that interest me the most are like the Wild West, you know, Yeehaw McShooty type guns, but they brought back a lot of old D1 guns. So that's pretty nice. There was a lore piece about Drifter dying multiple times from hunger and the ghost reviving him while he was still hungry. Yeah. The Drifter, like, spites his ghost for bringing him back so much.
Another oppressive mind. Show it the fate.
ahead and give it the dick in the nuts. These are one of the only enemy types that I really have a hard time handling. These fuckers. I think it's immortal now. I don't think I can hit it. Yeah. Whoa! Those lasers popped up immediately. Explains why he's a culinary master. I think on Gnawing Hunger, the description's something like,
"Don't let pride keep you from a good meal."
Something. I think the Gambit weapons have some of the best descriptions in general. Gotta do some ad clearing. Oh, you bitch. Easy. I remember seeing someone using Lucky Pads area as well, so they never have to reload it. Jesus. Alright, pick the one when Drifter does the ooh face when he's playing with the coin to pick a race to fight. When he goes,
"Let's see what we've got today. Ooh, Hive, bring the sword."
If he was saying it like what most Guardians think, like how most people react to a certain race, it'd be Scorn.
"Ready to see what you're fighting today? Ooh, Scorn on the field. Scorn approaching."
Something. Because everyone hates the Scorn. Everyone that I know, anyway. One Drifter's one swear would be something completely random. I guess out of nowhere he drops an F-bomb when he's talking to the Vanguard. I don't want to get really loud because they're watching Lord of the Rings, so the last thing I want them to hear is like a Drifter, "Ooh," from the other room.
"Scorn on the field. Time to return to orbit."
Let me see, I think it's Gnawing Hunger that has that one. Yeah.
"Don't let pride keep you from a good meal."
See.
"World's end, and when yours does, make sure you got a partner you can rely on."
Bad Omens is a good one.
"Can't avoid them. Trick is surviving them."
I need to listen to Drifter some. That's not gonna have one.
"Never count yourself out."
Let's see, right, Bad Omens, Trust. Oh yeah.
"Like a one-man private security company."
I need to finish that thing's Catalyst. Night Watch. Trust is still my favorite weapon in the game, and I hate that Sunset. I use it in Crucible to spite people. Let's see. Yeah, but a lot of the old planets are gone, so let me open it up. This is what we have now. Europa's new, Nessus, EDZ, they brought back the Cosmodrome, the Tangled Shore from Forsaken, the Moon, the Dreaming City's still here, though there's not very much that you do with it. They've brought back Vault of Ass. There's Gambit. Crucy's still the same as always. The Helm's a new area. They got rid of the farm. Mercury. Fucking Mars. Titan, I think is the name of that one planet that they got rid of. But yeah, they've gotten rid of some stuff as they've added things. Should be getting that space combat patch any day.
You know what, Maverick? I fucking hate the Awoken.
I'm gonna go to the tower and listen to Drifter's voice. I have been there in a couple days. The Witherhoard Catalyst is worth it. I really like using it to shut down doors in the Crucible, because that's what I normally use my grenades for anyways, to shut down a lane so people can't get to me for a second. Give me some time to breathe or reload or whatever. And Witherhoard is just that, but probably the best version of it. Oh yeah, IO. I remember I used to love IO. When I first started the game, I spent so much time there.
How you living?
That's what we're about to hear. See if he says it.
How you living, brother?
Yeah. I've already prestiged Gambit, so I don't need to come back in here and do it anymore. I don't need these either, but I'll get them.
What's up, hero? I've been hearing rumors of Guardians engaging in unsanctioned activities.
Oh, this is Savala.
I trust that you are keeping the city's best interest in mind. Why are they high-value targets? What a stupid question. They're full of moats. Hey, what smells so good? I like a beatdown with a bit of personality.
You pick him up and he says a bunch of BS. When you walk out of here, he'll say like,
"See you on Europa, brother."
You can see kind of through the Vex crap where he's missed his coin throws a bunch. There's some down here too. Yeah, I heard him throw it back at me as I left.
Be seeing you, brother.
Let's see. Miss the days of pushing bosses off ledges. Been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and that's been fun, but with the pace I'm progressing the story, I'm not gonna finish till September of next year. Red Dead's one of those games you really have to just like sit down and play. Oh wait, I gotta go to the I can hear Lord of the Rings getting really loud in the other room. What part are they? Let me listen. I know what part they're at. They're at the part where Frodo accidentally he slips on the ring in front of Minas Morgul or whatever. Gambit some kind of horde mode. Gambit is PvPvE. You fight to kill enemies and bank these things called moats. And you send blockers at one another. You can have an invader go over and fight the other people as you do it. And I mean, it's pretty fun. It gets annoying after you play it for a very long time, and there are definitely ways to break it, like if you invade with Xenophage. Using an auto and a fusion in Crucible because I got tired of hand cannon plus shotgun. I would say a lot of people don't really know how to fight fusion rifles. It'd be fine to walk in the room only to get beamed in the face with the coin by Drifter because it ricocheted off a bull. I can... Like, it sounds like a really kind of fanboy thing to do, but I actually learned how to do coin tricks because of Drifter. I can roll quarters across my knuckles back and forth. I can almost do 2 quarters. I can get them like halfway across my fingers and then I kind of like forget what I'm doing. But I can do the coin rolls and stuff like Drifter does. I could probably play hacky sack with it and like how he does, but I haven't tried. Let's see. Blades. Quick Fang and a Behringer's Memory. Alright. I see we're talking about PvP setups. So what I typically do is I normally have Chaperone and Gnawing Hunger. I got the Champy Boy here for when people get from about me to that robot, and then the other kind of range, or sometimes even up close I use Gnawing Hunger because it just melts faces. Gnawing Hunger is so dirty. And then sometimes I have on Dead Man's Tale and like Fell Winters or something. Or like Hellos, just whatever I pick. If I'm trying to use a fusion, I use like Null Composure and just whatever the fuck I feel like. If I've got Wither Horde on, I normally have my Bottom Dollar, or Trust, or Not Forgotten or something. Trust is something I use a lot more than any of the other energies. If I've got Trust though, it's either Wither Horde or it's the Chaperone. I will also use like Last Word and Shoddy. Or yeah, Bygones. Bygones than any of these. I can make anything work with Bygones. It's my favorite PvP weapon. I love it.
Gone, but never forgotten.
Try out Chroma Rush. Yeah, Chroma Rush is good. That and I think Grid Skipper is the other one that's currently popping off. Yeah, that's Chattering Bone. We have so much to discuss, oh Seeker mine. Frantic swears by the auto from that raid. My favorite gun D1. My favorite gun probably overall is Ace of Spades. I've killed a lot of stuff with Dead Man's Tale. That gun's really fun. I really like Thorn. It's a fun. It's a hand cannon. It's not really, I would say, fun. Hawk Moon's really neat. It's not the best thing in PvP. It can be. If you can get a bunch of headshots, it's really fun to one-shot some with it, but it's not the best thing. Chaperone's really strong. Most all of these are. I just keep this here so I have a legendary to switch off to if I use one of these. My favorite power weapon in the game by far is Bad Omens. I don't have a tracker on it for some reason, but if I did, it'd be up in the thousands. I've killed a lot of things with Bad Omens. When I play Gambit, I use Xenophage for invading because it's free wins. Okay, so I don't have to hold on to this. I keep the sleeper just for nostalgia, really. If I'm not using Bad Omens, I'm probably going to be using my Tarantula. Yeah, that's Skid's PvP loadout. Sometimes I'll pull something like Vigilant Swing or No Time to Explain if I want to get really stinky with it. But I normally don't. Let's look through here. A weapon that I know what I can do. I don't even have to look here. I can go up, I'll go up to the tower and look through some of the legendaries, because Gambit has some really good ones. Actually, I'm just fucking, I don't care. I'm gonna look anyway. Breakneck is one of my favorite guns. I really hate they sunset it.
They don't make Dark Age tech like this anymore. Lucky for you, I kept all mine.
Hollow Words, never used it. Hazard of the Cast was pretty cool.
Nothing for it once you place your life upon the die.
I wish I could get louder with my Drifter thing, but I'm trying to be polite. Because Drifter's not a very quiet character, typically. Oh, and here's my, yeah, right here, this is the one. One of my overall favorite weapons in the game. I hope they bring the exotic back. I see Gnawing Hunger up there. Let's see, submachine guns. Borrowed Time. That's one with the cool lore.
Give a little, but take a little more.
Let's see. The drifter smelled trouble the moment he entered the bar. His first instinct was to turn around and leave, but he noticed the hooded figure standing nervously nearby, conspicuously inconspicuous. Their hooded cloak was pulled low over their face, but they leaned to the side, intent on catching every angry shout from the crowd of locals in the corner.
Tell what's his name to take it easy,
Drifter grumbled as he walked by.
I'll handle this.
Take it easy, paired to the polite voice from somewhere under the figure's cloak. I heard him, sighed the figure, but there was relief in his voice. As Drifter pushed into the crowd, he noted who was armed, who was shouting, and who was doing both. Most seemed to fit the final category. He smiled. History taught him the quiet ones were always the most dangerous. He reached the center of the tight knot and found 3 Elixni sitting at a table. Tried to ignore it. You guys can read this yourself, but Drifter breaks up some racial tension in the city. Not what you'd expect out of him. One of my favorite looking sidearms in the game comes from, I think it was Reckoning. What was it called? It wasn't Reckoning. I don't remember what the name was, but whatever the new version of Gambit that they came out with was. Lonesome. This gun had a really cool ornament. Probably my favorite sidearm overall, that or Vestian Dynasty. This was my original baby way back when. Dire Promise and the Old Fashioned. I used to love those. Dire Promise is apparently really good again. I see it hitting pretty hard in the Crucible. This was Frantic's favorite way back when. Service Revolver was like a discount not forgotten. Warden's Law was really disappointing. This thing was supposed to fire 2 shots at the same time, but it didn't. It came out bugged and they never fixed it. Or if they did and it was too late. Or spare rations. Trust too. Gambit Prime, that's it. I worked for Breakneck all the way up till I heard of Sunset and then I just stopped. Leave the Kvastov. Kvastov's one of my favorites. I use it in comp to kill people.
Osiris, there is something I must discuss with you. Lakshmi, she came to me with a proposal.
You taking over as Titan Vanguard? She discussed it with me as well. Lakshmi has radical ideas, but they are only words. No cause for alarm.
Good, good. Only words, of course.
She wants what is best for the people of the city. And in truth, you would make an excellent leader.
I do not seek authority. Zavala may have a beautiful desk, but he is chained to it. We could use less bureaucracy, maybe. More proactive strategies where we reclaim ground taken from humanity. An open council in the city to speak with the citizens. I have imagined a new vanguard, led by us.
Led by you. I would stay back and advise. I lack the temperament for leadership.
A fantasy only. I told Lakshmi I would think about it so she would go away. The words, tasted like treason in my mouth.
Let her believe you are considering it. If you refuse, I imagine she might approach Lord Saladin next. And after what happened with Kaito,
I understand. Later we will speak more of this.
I don't like how Saint looked at me.
here's Lakshmi speaking a bit too freely. I will report her behavior to Ikora, though I imagine she already knows. You should continue working with Lakshmi. Don't mention what you've heard. We must keep this as quiet as we can. With the endless night and the Elixni here, the city has become a powder keg. One errant spark could be the end of the Vanguard.
I don't have time for this political mumbo jumbo. I just want to play Gambit. Gambit.
Alright, is that this weekly quest done? That is. So, yep, that's pretty much all I hop on this game for, right there. What if I got one of my seasonal things done? Oh, by the way, if you haven't played since before Forsaken, I don't think we had this back then. There's now a season pass. Let's see. Osiris can't use the light anymore, right? Why does he still wear the sun bracers? Because the light might be temporary, could be taken away, but the drip is forever. Let's see. Can't wait for Future War Cult to pull a terrorist attack on the House of Light. They already kinda have. I feel something bigger brewing. I'm gonna go up to the tower and look at some stuff. Well, the city is just like a... It's not in a very good place. I'm waiting to see this all come to a head and blow up in someone's face. Because, you know, we have taken blights everywhere. It's an eternal night caused by the Vex, and the Taken are... Well, the Hive, you know, the Taken are pulling the strings with it. The Fallen are in the city and are being sheltered by the Vanguard. I mean, there's just so much crap going on. I mean, the Drifter's there. The Drifter used to be the biggest thing to worry about, and now he's like the least of the city's worries. And no, not Saint 14, but actual Future War Cult. They went to the House of Light's little shelter that they have somewhere in the city, where one of the raids took place, where we fought the giant Diva mech. Future War Cult went there and busted up all their ether, destroyed all their supplies and everything to try and get them to fight back, or to attack the people of the city or the tower. But the House of Light didn't. It's not Saint. Saint did some stuff way back when the light very first left them. But that's not the recent thing. What does Chroma Rush have? Tunnel vision? Reloading after defeating a target? That's not bad. Kill clip. Wellspring. That's not too bad. That's not a bad roll though. What's the stability masterwork on auto? That could be stinky. I don't think it's gonna overtake how much I like Gnawing Hunger, but you know. What's this got? Dynamic sway and thresh. I mean that's not bad either. That's reload speed. I don't think this is as good as the first one that I got. I gotta make some room. Alright. But what do I want to get rid of? I'm gonna go over to my vault really quickly. None of you judge my vault. I'm sentimental and I hold on to stuff for a really long time, so it looks absolutely terrible. Let's see, I'm gonna put up... Thorn might be my most powerful thing at the moment, so I better not get rid of that. I really need Night Watch at the moment, I've got that. I hate to do it to it, but I don't want to put away Ace, because it's one of my mainstays. I'm gonna put away Hawk Moon. It's a fun weapon, but I don't need it right now. I'm a kinetic using piece of crap. Yeah, my vault's not too good. I hope all of you saw like a quick glimpse of my Kavastov. I'll keep that one, I'm just gonna leave that one in there. It's getting hard to play against everything being monetized. The sun braces are fused to his forearms. If you don't look good while you genocide the enemies of the city, are you really that good of a guardian? Exactly. It's a good roll. Like see Drifter showing up with some tanks is putting Taken Blights inside tubes for gambit use. Revolves, but I want Darcy to be buffed. I remember when Darcy was the talk of the town way back when. Oh, someone's got some squiggles for a name. Let's see what light I can get to at the moment. I haven't checked in a little bit. I think Thorn's my most powerful one, so on goes Thorn. I really haven't been doing anything for more powerful gear. I've kind of just been satisfied with where I'm at. I'll ignore that. Let's see, 1312, my most powerful helmet. Looks like it. 1313. Did I ever tell you the tragedy of 1313? The unfinished Star Wars game from a long time ago, Luke. Ben, what the fuck are you talking about? 1312 is my best. 1301, 1312, 1312. So if I decide to just forego my fashion sense, I can get to 1325. That's not bad considering I don't really do anything for light level anymore. Alright, so we know this has a pretty good roll on it now. I'll put a little bit more into it. Let's see. Rampage, sprint. Put that on it. Improved aim assist. Now the real question, can I put a Gambit shader on to make it look gross? Yes, I can. But which Gambit shader to use, I wonder? Because we have Gambit Emerald. Gambit Steel. It actually doesn't look too bad on it. Keep going though. Gambit Duds, probably not. No. I don't think there's any more Gambit shaders right here. Gambit Leather and Gambit Chrome are on the same page. Ooh, that's pretty nice. I like that white at the end of it. Looks like I'm about to fire some glaze at them. I think we're good with that. I managed to turn like a really cool cyberpunk looking gun into a piece of crap. I think that's a good day. Another Crucible tracker. Of all the potential Star Wars, we end up with EA exclusive rights to Star Wars. There's no real point to use Darcy. Long ago, Darcy was pretty neat. Alright, I'm gonna go into Matt. I think someone in the chat doesn't know what Gambit is completely, so I'll go do that. If I throw on the tracker 8 times, does it just show how many I've killed? No. I figure I'll just let it be a mystery, because I think I had one, I accidentally turned it off. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. Complete a tribe from this season. The deep lore. The only lore book I really care about is the Drifter's Gambit. Alright. Forgot about Darcy. I think the weapon might look even more gross than Vex Descendant, whatever. That's a shader that Dima hates. Oh, I was gonna come up here and look at something else too, a bunch of the Gambit weapons. I didn't play this game for a really long time because I didn't really care about the stuff that was going on in the story really at all. It didn't interest me, so I didn't get any of these pinnacles except for Breakneck. But 21% Delirium. Alright. A Dark Age Drifter. This is pretty good. He, yeah, so, you know, Drifter used this to mow a bunch of people down, if I remember this right. Maybe you can see at the very end of it. Alright, he said, looking appreciatively down the smoky weapon. A trail of spent shells traced his path through the opponent's ranks. Hard to find a bite out here most days. Every day, he wondered what they'd taste like. Drifters out here eating Fallen. And Hush, probably... I actually got to use this weapon. This was a really fun bow. This is one of the only really kind of edgy lines where Drifter doesn't really sound like himself. Sounds more like a edgy Void Hunter from way back.
Breathe. Line up the shot. Enjoy the quiet before the kill.
Doesn't have any lore on it though. I like the image of Drifter just wading through a Fallen with this. This gun was really well liked by the general community too, if I remember. This gun was really fun. Even Dimma liked it. Now, I don't really like submachine guns anyway, but this does have the little Gambit logo here. And this is from Gambit Prime. And then this bad boy.
If they let you get that close, they deserve it.
I want them to get rid of the sun setting. I feel especially bad for people that actually had to get Luna's Howl and not forgotten the legitimate way, because I just bought this from the... I just had to get a... what is it, an exotic cipher or something? Ascendant Shard. That's about how much it cost me to get Not Forgotten. No real life money, no dedication, I just picked it up. "21% delirium" was amazing. I'll show you one thing. The tragedy of me playing this game. This is the only thing keeping me from platinuming the game, or 100%ing it on achievements, is a Legend of Acryus. I never got to get this, and I could pull it from the collection, however. You have to have Spoils of Conquest, which require you doing raids. I don't do raids, so I can never get this gun. I can never platinum. Platinum 100%, whatever you want to call it. Alright.
Alright.
So I was going to do Gambit. I should probably go down to the annex and grab bounties just for the fuck of it. Alright, nah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to worry about it. Rubbed Python. Let me see if the stream thumbnail ever updated. I don't think it did. I think it's still Sea of Thieves. Yeah, it is. The reason it did that is because the image I use is transparent, and so it just, you know. You gotta leverage your Discord into carrying you through the raid like a real streamer. Well, my friends have offered me time and again to go through raids, but I've become so disenfranchised with doing them that I don't care. Because I thought, like, I played Destiny 1 and I didn't have any friends to play it with back then. So I thought now that I do have friends and they all play Destiny, we'll get on and go through Vault of Ass, and it just fell through. Oh, someone else is using Drift Apart. Bottom right there. That's my ship. Someone else is using it. I just became so disenfranchised with it, trying to get people to do it, and then probably trying to do it, and everyone's just not having fun.
Let's see what we've got.
Scorn approaching.
Scorn approaching.
Time for a gunfight. I heard Scorn can come back to life. Kind of makes us natural enemies, doesn't it?
Get ready for transmat.
You ready for transmat?
That's, yeah.
Hostile, brother. Bring their moats to the bank.
Like I said, this is PvPvE. I'm not going to really try to help out my team. I'm just going to be a useless turd, but you kill enemies and you get these things called moats. And you bring them back here and you bank them. Different enemies drop different sized, like these little dudes will probably drop one if I can actually hit them. Yellow health enemies typically drop, you know, at least 2. I hate the scoring so much. Such a cruddy enemy design. I didn't mean to pick up that moat. I'm trying to let my team pick up their moats because they might have like bounties to do. I don't. There's a season pass and rake up. Looks like I've got moats whether I want them or not.
When we won the nut, we've stepped into a moat in Gambit.
You ever see that Lord Tower Drifter summons 6 primevals? Yeah, he summons a bunch of like taken ogres or something. I want to like get a Drifter cosplay going because I can pull it off. I've got the black hair for it and everything. Wouldn't be hard. If no one else is here to pick up these motes, I will. Because that's an invader. That's a player that does exactly what they do in Dark Souls. He comes in here and tries to kill you and take your stuff. Looks like he's using an auto. I don't even know where he was. That might have been a scout. I think I'm confusing the symbols. So we're gonna lose this already, I could tell you. Whenever you bank, you get these things here called blockers.
Got eyes on a high value target. Track it down. Brother, you're shedding motes. The blockers must die.
Got some power ammo if an invader comes after me. There's a fucking scorned ogre over there. Want to team up for some Gambit? No, I'm just BSing. I'll probably end up getting off of this and doing a little something in CFP or something. I'm not really looking to grind Destiny. I'm just playing it for the fun. The only thing I'm invested in for the rest of the season is the story. Oh, sounds like he's over that way. He cast a super. It's a Nova Bomb, so it could kill me anywhere, anytime, anywhere I am on the map. Ah, he got my teammate before I could get him. I tried, buddy. I tried. But at least I killed the invader. That's a scout. Yeah. I always get scouts and autos mixed up, as far as the little icon goes. So now you hear Drifter talking about a primeval. And a primeval is a really big, badass taken version of the regular enemies. And they hit pretty hard. It's just this big badass version, and you can see its yellow health bar on the very top right. That's them killing it. And once it reaches 0, whoever kills it first wins. We're not gonna win, like there's no question about that. We don't have an invader on our team. Or like a dedicated invader rather. I don't know where he is, but I can hear him shooting. Oh, someone bazookaed him. What's really sad is I'm not trying to get motes. I'm not trying to get motes or do anything, and I think I'm still getting more than my rest of my team is. And there it is. Enemy team killed their boss, and we didn't even get ours. We barely got ours halfway banked. So, that's Gambit. You can see the scoreboard. I actually didn't. I still did better than this dude, who lost 19 motes. This one lost 15, that one lost 14. But that's Gambit. The other team did really good. You're lucky they ain't started invading with heavy yet. I'm typically pretty good at watching out. The only thing that would probably kill me would be like if someone got a 6 snipe or if they're using Xeno. Trust me, I've got the Gilded Dredgen thing. I know all about Gambit. What I probably should have done to help out the team was be the invader, since it didn't really seem like we had a dedicated guy that liked the PvP. Is the invasion thing on a timer? Can they do whenever they want? If you look on the top, whenever you do Gambit, you'll see these little notches, and whenever you hit one of them as you bank or get Primeval Slayer up and down, that's when you get invasion portals, and you jump through and you invade the other side. I think you have 15 seconds, maybe 20, to kill people. If you kill them while they have moats, they lose them, they can't get them back. And even if you just kill them while they don't have it, it still inconveniences them, takes them out of the fight, they're not killing or banking or helping. And if you kill them while they have a Primeval up, it gives the bosses health back. So, invaders can really make the difference. Yeah, that's Gambit. It can be fun. The Drifter is what makes it fun. Get my ornaments. Let's see what cruddy thing Eververse gives me. Ship. Let's see, what's this for? What is that for? Oh, Izanagi's Burden. Makes it look like the Guts Greatsword. That's stupid. What's this? Man, what a weird looking sparrow. The Firebreak Rescuer. The emergency response of the last city must contend the crisis. I mean, that's cool. Like, it's a piece of city equipment or something. I like invading hate tracking rocket launchers. Ever see someone invade with 1,000 voices? Yeah. 1,000 voices, Eyes of Tomorrow, Xenophage. Really, any linear fusion can be nasty. I just as soon use a sniper to a linear fusion. When Sleeper first came out, I used it on people. Quite a bit. If I invade, I normally go in with Dead Man's Tale because I don't need to use anything else. If I feel like just having easy invasions though, I use Xeno. Free wins. But yeah, Telesto. Telesto Besto. I'm gonna try, let me check my Discord real quick and make sure no one's sent anything that's gonna get me in trouble with YouTube. They haven't. Alright, this is what the thumbnail was supposed to be for this stream. Go down here. It was meant to be this. This was supposed to be the thumbnail, but YouTube said no. Because Telesto does everything. Such knows has got. Reload after defeating a target greatly increases that frenzy. Being in combat for an extended time increases damage handling and reload. It's not too bad of a thing for a shotgun. It's not the worst. Good. Let's see. Yeah, it's ugly. That looks like an old, this looks like something from Future War Cult. I don't know if it is. I got this thing. But I'm never gonna take this ship off. The Virgin Shacks. That was a thumbnail for me. Showed up on my notification. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I got on Destiny for it. I don't really have anything else I need to do. That's all I hop on, I do the weekly quest, that was it. I have a god roll for my 7th Seraph CQC, it's almost a god roll. What's missing is the range masterwork. I remember getting Trust, what did mine have? Dragonfly and Explosive Payload. Reload masterwork. I'm gonna go into a strike, just because I don't feel like stopping the stream just yet. I don't really even care. What's the burn arc? I don't care. Your stuff looks so janked, Junkman Guardian. That's the idea. I don't like looking like what most hunters do. The only reason I like playing hunter is the gunslinger outlaw thing looking kind of rough and rugged. Like, I don't really like most of these. The only one of these I would probably put on would be maybe the Vanguard Dare stuff here, or like this. I could see that, but a lot of people that play hunter end up looking like this. I really don't feel like looking like a Warframe character, or some kind of nymph or something. Or this. As cool as wearing spandex is, I prefer the rugged cowboy looking gunslinger aesthetic. Max, I've seen you type you're gay on like 2 different things. It's not made me laugh either time. It's not that I don't see it, it's just I'm not acknowledging it. Let's see. Alright. I just want an excuse to use trust, just for a minute. I've got some Minecraft moon runes on screen, so that guy's probably gonna speedrun everything.
Lots of movement ahead. Be ready for anything.
I haven't done this strike in a very long time. Like popcorn. I like making enemies pop like kernels over an open flame. It's just incredibly satisfying. If it wasn't for the gunslinger tree on Hunter, I probably wouldn't play the class. I'd be a Titan. I'd either be a Titan or I'd be a Warlock. Because Warlocks are really kind of overpowered in the PvE. It looked like that Dreg had seen a hunter do this dodge and thought he'd try it, but didn't have nearly the agility. And so he just kind of went. God, what a fun gun. It makes me jealous seeing Drifter use it in the, God, what's the season called? Rather, what's the DLC called? Beyond Light? Yeah. The Beyond Light DLC trailer with Eris, the Stranger, and Drifter all fighting. Him twirling the gun around and doing all this gunslinger type crap makes me incredibly jelly. Put some fucking peanut butter on me. The Cobra Commander. I like Titan for one combo, only sweet business in the Actium War rig. Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for the whole gunslinger aesthetic that I really enjoy, I wouldn't even play Hunter. Because I don't really think Hunters are, like, I'm not really into the whole, like, ninjutsu type thing they got going on. Or the spectral edge blade. I think all that's, like, well and good, but it's not really for me. I'd sooner be a Titan that headbutts everything to that. Or a Warlock that dunks on everything in the universe with a Nova Bomb. That's originally what I started off as. I started off as a warlock. I was a warlock that just dunked on everything with Nova Bomb, but I found out that the hunters had the gunslinger tree and got really into that.
I'm reading dense hive signatures in a facility up ahead. I don't like this. It feels like a trap.
Spoil their plans.
I think if I were to ever buy a replica Destiny weapon, it'd be Trust. Yeah, everything I have is like weathered and beat to crap, like my Sparrow. Look at this thing. I think it gives it character. If everything was super shiny with brand new paint, I assume it had never seen combat. Which it could also mean that it's really well maintained, but I like my belongings to show that they've been used, they've been loved. That's just my view on things. Like, I like my dildo to still have the crust all over it, you know what I mean? Bygones is also a really cool weapon to me. Because most of the time, if people hear it, they recognize the sound that it has. This really grating burst.
We're close now. She won't escape this time.
It gets on people's nerves. Just
Doubting her. Expect the worst, Guardian. Navota has no choice but to defeat you.
Navota's a pretty weak name, if I'm being for real.
Energy signature. That's her.
Like, I think one of my favorite names is Hashladoon. Hashladoon is one of the newer ones from Shadowkeep, if I'm not mistaken. It sounds like an evil, like, 80s villain name. Oh, there went Navoda. Oh, what a throw. Put like 3 extra shots into him just in case he thought I was sorry. About to crunchitize these Thrall. I can see Skid going all Revolver Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid with Trust. I also really like Last Word, but I don't know. I think instead of having guns that specifically twirl just based on what you're using, I think it should be a perk. Call it like Gunslinger's Ambition or something stupid. And just make it to where you could twirl any gun on your fingers at any time. Or fuck, give me some emotes. That Titan nearly underestimated the Thrall. Well, he did underestimate the Thrall. That's one of my favorite lines, is Eris just ominously saying, "Do not underestimate the Thrall. Do not underestimate the Thrall, Guardian." Because apparently one of her fire team... Because Eris Morn's whole fire team got wiped out by the Hive. I think they were trying to kill Scrota or something. And the Titan underestimated the Thrall and got eaten by them or something. And then there was like a hunter that got captured and got fed to the little grubs that are inside each of the Hive. Then one of them got like his essence captured. That's the one that I'm pretty sure is inside Xenophage. I could be wrong. Dimma knows all about that. Me, not so much. Ah, crap. Oh, that'd be an Ogrim. These poor Hive are just getting done dirty. This is the first time I've had a full Gambit loadout in a very long time. Feels good. Feels right. I can almost pretend that everything hasn't been sunset and everything's still right in the game. I will say that much, that's one of the only things I like about the PvP is that I'm still allowed to use all of my sunset stuff with no repercussion. Well, that's not good. I'm 100 because Celestial Nighthawk exists. Goes well with my username. I liked Nighthawk, but Nighthawk kind of got made a little more... I don't know, it kind of lost some of its uniqueness whenever the Titans got the Way of the Missile with chest piece of like falling stars or something that hits just as hard and usually harder. And it's like, well, don't really need to run this now.
We're happy to send the message, Commander.
Excellent work. Return to the tower.
I was side him the reloads like Malorian Arms from CP 2077. Yeah, Johnny's pistol. That'd be sick. I've been meaning to do a stream where I go play some Cyberpunk and see how buggy the game still is. Just go around and do a couple, go through the game and do a couple, like, little bounty hunts or something. Just drive around and see some of my favorite things. Go to, like, Kabuki, what was the one name of that? What was the name of that one street? I can't remember the name. But there was a street that has like a lot of arcades, it's really cool. It almost sounds racist, the name of it, I can't remember what it was called though. That little sunset motel outside the city where you can see everything, Japantown. Everyone but Tolan, that's true. Watson, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the name of this stupid street. This is gonna bug me. I really don't want to have to boot up, I really don't want to have to boot up Cyberpunk to remember what the name of this place is. Come on, where is it? Jig Jig Street, that's it. Yeah, Jig Jig Street. I remember really enjoying walking through there. All of Japantown's really nice. Kabuki. I didn't really like a whole lot like the Corpo Plaza and stuff like that. Anyway. Yeah, that's Skid's little Destiny night. I got the story and I got to run around with Trust for a little while. Talked about Cyberpunk randomly. I need to stream that sometime, called like Visiting Night City. Make the thumbnail Johnny Silverhand, aka the best thing about the game. I liked Haywood. Oh yeah. Haywood's pretty nice, I guess. But yeah, that's it for this one. If I get to it, there should be a new Dark Souls 3 video up soon. I don't know if it'll be in the next couple days, if it'll even be this week, but that's the next immediate thing. I don't think I'm gonna make a video for the Sea of Thieves new season. I don't think I'm gonna put in the effort, because I don't really have the whole crew playing with me. It's like frantic, maybe at best, because my friends have someone else they play games with now. So, you know, Skid's solo adventures through the Sea of Thieves might not be the most intrepid adventure of all time. Wish we got to spend more time with Jackie. That'd be nice. People bash Keanu's performance for Johnny. I thought it was good. I thought Johnny was fine. I think Keanu's kind of stiff acting really... I think it did him some credit, because it made him seem like this jaded, cynical type of person. It's like with John Wick. John Wick's kind of a really... I don't know. He's not a very emotional dude. He gets what needs to be done. And, like I say, he just doesn't portray that much emotion. I think it really suits Keanu's acting style, or the lack thereof. He's dedicated, he really has a lot of passion for his movies, but he just isn't that good at showing emotion a lot of times. He does have his moments, though. Like when he was explaining to, the mob boss in the first movie why he was coming after his son, you know, you can die screaming alongside him, you know, that thing. He had some moments, you know. Or in John Wick, in Chapter 2, whenever he's really pissed off about getting forced back into the old life. Yeah. Inspect me, I got a new ship. What? No. Oh, I remember that. Obsidian Wings. I think someone ran that a long time ago. I don't know who. My man's gonna make his comeback with Elden Ring. Don't count on it. There's a good chance I won't even be making things when Elden Ring comes out. But, you know, it doesn't matter. Tragic. People come and people go. I'm not super cool. It's pretty easy to replace me in the friend group. There's 3 people that look like Keanu because Keanu's still alive in 2077. Morgan Blackhand looks similar to Keanu. Silverhand looked closer to David Bowie. I saw that. It's weird they went... Well, it's not weird. I understand why they went with the more edgy look. Plus, Keanu was gonna immediately make sales. Anyway, that's it for this stream. I'll probably do another Destiny one next week when that quest comes out. In the meantime, there might be a Cyberpunk stream. Maybe Sea of Thieves. Maybe some Dark Souls. I don't know. Maybe a Dark Souls video. Maybe not. Who knows? But that's it for this stream. I hope all of you liked it. See ya. As soon as I get over to OB.